once again, viewer. My name is Divine Onoha, and you're welcome to the AM Weekend Show. I'm not here alone. I'm here with my amazing co-host, melanin popping, dripping, Ogochukwu Osai. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good morning.
That laughter. Oh, okay. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You look
Welcome
popping
back.
in orange. It's popping
Thank
a compliment,
you so much.
really.
Yeah?
There are just a lot of words that we Nigerians have just, infused
Since
into
we
our speaking.
understand it's not a problem.
I just said popping randomly. You look popping.
Since we understand where we are headed, there's no problem.
Okay.
It depends on the context. So it's
How's your
okay.
week been, though?
Oh, it's good. So I rounded off my examinations this
Yay! That's good, though.
Yes,
I can't
yes,
relate.
yes. You can't relate anymore. I mean, I cannot wait not to relate anymore.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
sometimes I do miss school. Do I?
Am I going to
I think
miss
I
it?
miss secondary school more than I miss university.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird, but I do.
I don't think I missed.
I think
missed
things were a
secondary
lot
school.
interesting.
Yes, to an extent. Did you go to a boarding school?
No, I didn't. Day school.
It was a day school, actually.
You know, university, we all had freedom to do this, do that. So it wasn't too exciting. Secondary school, where there were restrictions,
And you want
there
to
was
be
that
the-
fear. You want to do this thing, and someone is stopping you from doing it. You go to the classroom, this click, that click. This. I mean, it was just so intense and so cool.
Well, I've been the regular person. I blend with everybody, and I just go when I want to go. So I've never been in cliques and all those things. And I don't think I miss anything special about secondary school.
Wow, your secondary school must have been boring. Even me, not like it was anything exciting.
That didn't really, I didn't do much.
You didn't
Just
relate to people?
regular. It's not like I...
You didn't crush on boys? You didn't write
It was a
letters?
girls' school.
Oh, you
It
are.
was totally girls' school.
Oh,
I
please.
don't do crush.
At least you see people doing it. And me, I was there for the gist, honestly.
Okay,
One
yeah,
gist.
for the
Hey,
gist,
God.
those
They will
things,
expose
yeah.
people who were writing love letters. And
Okay,
it
where
was
I
always
expressed
interesting.
That part was when I was going for lessons, for junior YK lessons. You would be in the class and you see, I'll be like, waiting the happen here. You see them, somebody will come to class and they will just go directly to the back where the guys stay and all those things, So that was the gist. You see now, after lesson, I will now listen to them. They'll be telling us, this one is doing this with this one. And you go, wow, okay, this one is a lot of those gist. So just like...
Only during YK. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was junior YK. Yeah, junior
I'm
YK.
sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I had a swell time in secondary school. It was a mixture of a lot of things. But away from all of that, let's, get into wittier matters.
Okay.
And... yeah, off camera, we're having a very, very interesting conversation with the boys in the studio. And we're just asking, why is it that men are not expressive to their fellow men, especially with regards to positive emotions, like you like someone, you appreciate your fellow man, you love your fellow man. I hope that's not a bad thing to say.
And just express it, say it out.
Why is it such an annoying thing? So because the annoyance they use to say this thing, to say don't even try it. If you touch me, I will just kill you. I don't know. Ogochukwu, what exactly do we attribute this to? I wish we had a man on set, but unfortunately we don't. So let's just try to use our own, and talk about it.
I really don't know why, but I feel like it starts from the grassroots, where men has been trained. They tell you to be a man, they tell you to man up, and being a man has been defined to conceal your emotions, don't express yourself, don't, express exactly how you feel. You have to bottle up a lot of things. So I feel that's where it all started from. And because they have learned to bottle up, they cannot fully express how they feel. Imagine, I've had a conversation where I tell people, why don't you... And another thing is, when you now see a man that is now expressive, they tag that person gay.
Jerry, wait, hold on. Let's hold on. If we're tracing it down to the way men were raised, to the way that the society raised men to bottle up and not be too expressive, then we might just be making a mistake, because the same men who don't express to themselves express to ladies.
So, yes.
So we can we really trace it down to the way men were raised?
If you ask me,
they don't, because I've not seen where they are told, don't express to your fellow man.
Okay, but it doesn't have to be a direct teaching. Don't express to your fellow man. So growing up, you know that we've seen women as, in the society has seen women as a weaker vessel. You understand? So there is this thing about you have to pamper a woman.
So the whole training of don't express did not apply to women.
The training is you have to take care of your woman. And that's where that expression comes in as well. But for the man, bottle it up.
But I think we're mistaken. Wait, let's arrange this thing very well. I think that expressing, that don't express, is more of with pain, not necessarily with love.
But, you know, it's not like you call it out, okay, because don't express like this.
Like man up, whenever they say man up, they're trying to say chest it. Whenever, yes, it's mostly about pain.
But you know, it's a teaching. It's something you've grown up to see. So it necessarily doesn't mean that you can now generalize it.
But they don't generalize it with women.
Because it is a different thing when it comes to women. They have to, you know, pamper a woman, take care of a woman. This woman is. There's something about love. It's a different.
I agree with
altogether.
you. But love now, should men not love men?
So there is something about romantic love. Let's add it like that. Then platonic one that has to do with men, man to man.
But you know, we're not talking about love between a man and a woman. We're talking about men now. We were just, of course, off camera. Jones was saying if he loves a guy, instead of saying, I love you to the guy, he says,
one love,
bro.
Like, why?
Instead of saying,
I love you.
What is the issue?
I think we're going to have a better conversation
if we have a man.
Yeah, when we go down to our conversations, we like ask that question directly to a man and let's see how it goes. Because I feel like men should be expressive. I actually adore men that are really expressive.
To their fellow men?
Yes. Because it takes a lot of growing and learning and unlearning from you to be expressive. If you ask me, because the society you're coming from has taught you not to express. Then when you now outgrow that society and see the need to express to your fellow man, I enjoy it. I actually adore it. And please, you should stop it. When a fellow man says, I love you, it's not a big deal. Don't tag that person gay. Jonathan said he's going to give the person 2 by 2. Why? Why? Jones is actually looking at me so bad now that I can this table, but I don't know, this ceiling might fall on me with the way he's looking at me, because I mean, it's not a bad thing. Please express how you feel.
I'm thinking we're going to have men on set one of these days. And they will really, because I'm trying to tap into their psychology. I've tried to think about it. Personally, if you see me when I'm loving up on my girls, if you see me when, hey, there was a time I wrote a post and someone thought I was talking to a man. I was really talking to my friend, my girlfriend. She did something for me and I was so overwhelmed that I love you tirelessly. I love you helplessly. I was super, super expressive. And someone even thought it was I said, no, it's to a lady. And they didn't find it so weird. But imagine a guy doing that kind of thing.
They don't find it weird when a girl does that to a fellow girl. But when a guy does it, it's a taboo for them.
And you know, when I try to think about the fact that it could be associated with the whole gay thing getting rampant, I'm trying to think. It has always been like that. Even when gay was not, even when this whole homosexuality was not as, you know,
when you express yourself, they see you as weak. And that's...
You feel like punchy if you touch me, if you come near me. Why are you whispering to my ear?
Touch a fellow man. Why wouldn't a fellow man whisper to you? What's wrong?
Even hugs.
No,
we don't even go there.
Hug. It's just a handshake or that tap at the back. I mean, please, be expressive. You only live once. Say it out. Express how you feel. Say what you feel. Nobody will beat you. It's not a bad thing if you ask me.
But there's a way they will do it, Sha, and even me too, that is talking.
I genuinely feel like you can differentiate when something is not genuine. I don't know.
Or when there is a bit,
when there is something to it.
When it's inordinate. Yes.
So when you're genuinely expressing yourself, I will know. But when it's not genuine, when you have something in mind or when you're going to somewhere, I think you can also say it.
Yeah. And Jonathan will say it's from these small things that you think graduates.
There should be boundaries to everything. Okay. There should be boundaries, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't express yourself.
Okay.
You understand? If the person is making moves you don't like, hey, stop it. But if the person...
I'm not sure I'll wait until the person starts.
No, it depends on the move. The move doesn't mean to, touch you or something, but if somebody is doing something you don't like, aside being verbally expressive, you can stop the person from doing it. So it's not a bad thing if you ask me.
Okay,
so boundaries.
Dear men, please be more expressive. I was asking Jones how he would treat Victor if he falls down while he's working and maybe injures himself, and they're like, no, I'll just mock him from afar.
The funny thing is, these people do something. I had a friend that he lost his mom, and the guys came around. I was expecting, you know, somebody is sad. And we're like, next I'm hearing loud laughter. They were like bantering, your mama do this. Jesus Christ. To me, I felt so uncomfortable because why are you using somebody that just died to banter and catch cruise? But they felt so comfortable doing it. And I just looked at them. I enjoyed it to an extent, but for me, I wasn't really comfortable because, I mean, this is a time of, this person is grieving. Give that person the space to grieve and be expressive. But no, it wasn't for them. They were just on that round table, bantering, saying all sorts of things. That humor. I was like,
Well, I must say that men's world is really beautiful. That's why we were ladies. We can't relate. We can't, you know, we're too touchy.
Yeah.
We're so sensitive. So, no, don't do this. We're so emotional. But men have such a beautiful world, which I think needs a little bit of balance, please. A little care here and there does not hurt. But away from that, finally now, 27th was Children's Day. And I've been curious lately. I really wonder. It feels like a lot has changed from when we were younger and now. A lot has changed. I see the way children are being brought up. I see what children call fun now, what children call games, what children call serious activities, what children call punishment. And it's just so different. And it keeps me wondering, could there be anything that kids nowadays are missing out on? You know, things that we had when we were younger that we just can't see them having now. Are there such things?
Maybe the normal playing of, you know, playing with sands, square, and all those things. But I feel should I say it's now reformed to something? Because I would want to say they miss that community of playing with other kids. But they do play dates now. They even do sleepover where you go to your friend's house to go and sleep
in Nigeria.
over. They do it, but I think it's more common among the rich, you understand? So I just feel like it's been reformed to a different style, but they are not totally missing out, if you ask me.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, I personally think they are. And it kind of, because even I, as an adult, there are things I really wish I could still do. Because at the end of the day, we're just girls. So we're just girls, forget what age is saying.
Yeah.
But most of us just, deep down, you know, you can so relate with your inner child. And by the time I look around me, aside the fact that I'm so grown, I still cannot, you know, picture it going on because that time has passed. You know? Like when we were younger, though my parents were a bit strict, but you relate with neighbors. And then we lived in the north. It's even now I'm seeing a lot of religious wars. But we had Muslim friends who would go to their house, they would come to our house. Sometimes we go and eat together. And all of, now I can't see that happening.
It doesn't happen anymore.
And I just feel like these kids are missing out.
Yes, just like I said.
The punishments too, a lot of things.
Just like I said, I think the only thing they miss out is that community playing with children along. But they've gotten to the point where they now do play dates, including the parents, you know.
This thing I say is very strange to me, but continue.
They do play dates. The first time I heard about going to sleep over at a friend's place, I was like, eh?
No, that was a normal thing when we were younger. Normal, holiday. We call it holiday.
Holiday, but this one is like, you go on Friday, come back Saturday.
You can even come back the next day too. We'll just go.
I never
crash there. We'll just call our parents on the phone. We'll intentionally stay until it's late.
But this one is too late. Like you have a formal invitation from these parents to the other parents. Please, we want your child over for the weekend. That's how much they have been doing it now. So I feel just like the time is evolving, everything is changing, and I think this particular season suits this particular kids. Unlike us, you understand? So
they probably wouldn't even like the things we did before
because of a lot of things. I feel like if you give a child, if there is a tablet here, and the child doesn't mind going to play with who? He's going to play with the tablet, you understand? So I think this is particular because of the season, the generation, and so they'll be fine. They are fine, actually.
Oh, well, dear children, happy Children's Day in arrears, and we hope that you enjoy your childhood. That is where we are wrapping and drawing the curtains on this chit-chat. Up next on the AM Weekend Show is our newspaper review. We're going to be taking a look at all that is happening on the front pages of our national dailies after this short break. Don't go anywhere.